Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So as you might be able to tell, this video is extremely sped up. Basically I recorded like an hour-long video of me reorganizing my chaeyoung collection and the audio was just complete ass. I was sick, so I kept like sniffling, ew. There was like a lawnmower going outside, the dogs kept barking, it was just like destined to not happen, I guess. And I don't feel like sharing that garbage with you, so instead we have voiceover Anna here today. But yes, we are reorganizing my chaeyoung collection. I reorganized my larger inclusions off camera. I put all of them in one binder together and condensed them a little bit so they're all a bit more organized. And then in this video, I'm reorganizing all my photo cards. I decided that having my collection in spreads was making it pretty bloated. By the end of this video, I figured out that I had 6 pages worth of fillers in my collection, which is a lot, honestly. I mean, like, slimming down by 6 pages isn't crazy, but it also feels crazy that I was using that many white sleeves. So yeah, I've just decided to put everything in chronological order to the best of my ability. There are some areas where it's like not super chronological and a little bit funky that maybe I should fix later. Like, I think the way that I decided to store pops for a lot of eras was in varying degrees of, I don't even know, like, accuracy. I kept switching up how I wanted to do it, but I don't really care, whatever. So yeah, but I'm just storing everything in as close to chronological order as possible. And honestly, I've just been liking the way that collections look this way a lot more recently. I I don't know. I'm just like I'm in the mood of like wanting to have everything like nice and compact and like clean, and something about having my collection stored in this way feels clean to me. So we're doing that for now. There are a few spots that I will leave in my collection. For example, for my Low Society era, I leave a filler right here for the Yaksuke stamp card, which is a more rare chaeyoung card that I feel like is attainable for me to get, so I'd rather just make a spot for it. But I didn't leave spots for cards like the Isaac Red Light card or like the Halloween bomb card, things like that, just because like if you're gonna catch me in the next few years paying $300 for a photo card, I don't think so. It's probably not happening. Um, yeah, so that didn't really seem worth it to me, and the amount of Chaeyoung cards I have already is obscene, so we don't need to push ourselves. I did take out all of my OT9 and OT8 sets, and I eventually decided to store them in the back of my binder. I'm honestly still not like totally sure how I feel about this, just because that makes it like almost feel like a separate collection in a way. And I don't know. I'm debating if I want to get like doubles of those cards to store in with my Chan collection, um, to like make it be more like complete looking, since now all those cards are like separated off. But I don't know if that really makes sense. Like, I don't love having doubles in my collection too often. I know I have a few doubles already from like jewel case cards, but yeah, I'm not totally sure about that. Still debating on that one. But like for now, it's fine. I don't know. It was a silly video to make, I guess. It really needed to be done though. Like, my collection is just kind of like, it was falling into disrepair, which maybe sounds dramatic, but she really needed some TLC, and I'm finally a lot happier with the way everything is organized. So yeah, can't complain about that. I don't know. There are still some things that I would maybe like to change, but whatever. Like, I don't know. I feel like I was really wishy-washy with the order of things. Like, sometimes I put pre-orders first, and sometimes I put fan signs first, and then broadcast, or broadcast and then fan signs, and whatever. it doesn't really matter. I did end up taking out those Jisun and Chuan M-Wave cards because, like, they don't really make sense anymore here. And I've just stored them with other From Us cards. So, you know, I still have them, obviously, but they're just not in here. Yeah, I don't know. I think you all will like seeing the final result in my collection video. I think it looks like, I don't know. It looks like my collection has its shit together in a way. I think that it maybe didn't before. Maybe that sounds dramatic. And then next video, you might be getting some heart palpitations because I went ruthless mode with some downsizing. Sorry. um, yeah, it was time. You know, I admit that I have a bit of a difficult collection mindset, or confusing. I don't know what the best adjective to describe it is, but when it comes to my collections, I either feel motivated to work on them or I don't, and so I can leave a collection for like months without working on it and still feel like I'll come back to it eventually. So because of that, I don't ever really consider like dropping collections, even though at a certain point like I probably should be dropping it because I'm really not working on it anymore like that. Like why should I keep it? And so um yeah, I don't know if that's bad, but I kind of do that with everything. But the reason I brought that up in this video originally was because of collection goals. I'm like simply incapable of setting collection goals because like my motivation is just so random. Like I would love to finish the Promise Event cards by the end of next year, but like at the same time, I said that last year and I just didn't do it. I didn't feel like it. So maybe I will next year, or maybe I'll be like, I want to work on my EXO collection right now, and I just won't do that. So who's to say? Or maybe I'll pick up a new collection that will be totally ill-advised for my best interests, but whatever. I have a bit of a problem. Also apologize in advance that my collection video is going to go up so late. I didn't want it to come out towards like the end of January, but that's what's gonna happen. I just needed to put out this video and my downsizing video before I filmed my collection tour. It just had to be done in this way, unfortunately. And so because of that, my collection tour is going to be suffering a little bit. But it's okay. Like, well, we'll get there eventually, right? Yeah, I don't know. I feel I would prefer for it to be more punctual, but I had to take a break at the end of the semester. Like, I could not. Especially, like, it's so hard for me to film videos at school now because I have this absolute brat of a neighbor who seems to just not realize how thin the walls are at our dorms and is constantly on the phone in their room, like screaming at like max volume. Like they don't shut up all day long, always on the phone. I literally never want to be in my room because it feels like I'm like not alone, which is so fun for an introvert. Like if you know, you know that like we need our downtime and our alone time, and I just don't really get it because I feel like there's always someone breathing down my neck, which is really cool. I've complained about it. It's minimally effective. I digress. But because of that, it's really hard for me to film videos because if they're not talking on the phone, then they're probably napping in their room, and then I know that they can hear me like filming the whole time, and then they'll start making noise again as if to just like piss me off, which like literally fight me. So it's just it's a little difficult right now. I can't like it's really hard for me to be able to film videos at school because like what am I supposed to do if there's someone constantly making noise in the background and there's like no way for me to get around it? I don't know. Hopefully it'll be better next semester because I'm gonna have like super free mornings, and so they might like leave in the morning for classes and then I might have some time to myself to film, but we'll see. I also probably like won't even have that many videos to upload next year, I guess, cuz I don't know. I downsized my collection, so Depending on the activity of my alts, like there might just not be a lot for me to do, which like it is what it is, you know? So, apologies in advance for the future lack of content. If Pledis maybe got their shit together and made from us a more active group, then we wouldn't have these problems, but they seem to be incapable of doing that. Especially because now they're debuting a new group. I mean, look, I don't want to pray for the downfall of men, but like, I do actually, because I couldn't care less. Like having the audacity to debut a new group when you can't manage one of the only two groups you have is crazy. But Pleta seems to defy all expectations when they do these things. Yeah, I have major beef with their track record of the way that they treat women and the way that they continue to disrespect feminists, but I digress. Like, if they had actually built upon their momentum from like DM era and utilize that properly, we could be in a very different place right now, but they weren't capable of that. So, even from Stay This Way era, they fucked it up real bad. And I think we all kind of know it because From Us were low-key like released album of the year, and not enough people even seem to know that. So, kind of pisses me off. Not kind of, majorly pisses me off. But you probably already knew that because I get heated every time I talk about them. Whoops, I'm sorry. It's just like these are my women, and I will defend them to my dying breath. Actually, probably thankfully for you all though, I am back in my like girl group era. I feel like maybe like I am now fully collecting more girl groups than boy groups again instead of like an equal amount. So, yay for all of us, I guess. Yeah, I might have updated my current collections on my card, but if you don't want spoilers for my downsizing video, then don't fucking look at it. I'm just giving you a little hint if you're impatient. Yeah, I mean, even before I updated my card, like, you might have been able to tell, but I digress. I would say wait for the spoiler-free edition, maybe. Yeah, anyway, that's about the end of this video. So I really hope you enjoyed. If you stuck up to this point, I'm really happy with the way that my collection looks and the way that everything turned out. And I'm so excited to show you everything in my updated collection video in about 2 weeks from when you're even seeing this, which is already in the future from when I'm doing this voiceover because I plan shit ahead of time, okay? I'm an organized girl boss and you can't stop me. Yeah, so really hope you enjoyed. Hope you're doing well. I hope you have an excellent, wonderful, incredible rest of your day, and I hope that the new year is going really well for you. And yeah, I really hope that I will see you again soon in that spicy collection video and also that spicier downsizing video. Okay, au revoir. Mwah.
셀카 한번 찍어야 되는데. 봐봐.